Hello, everybody. This is Norm with Two Guys Farming. How you doing? Welcome to our ongoing series, Michigan Map. This is episode 49. And I want to first off wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever you may or may not be celebrating. I hope everyone is at least getting some time off and enjoying that with friends or family. I'm here on Michigan, and it's my second episode in just a few days, so I'm pretty excited about that. So we're in our main farm, or the Northeast farm, and we're going to basically pick up where we left off last time. You can see here, this is our seed production facility. Real quick, I picked up a new log trailer right here. I also cut down a couple of trees right here because I'm going to try and make use of this big grass field right here. So I have a couple of ideas, but I'll save that for when I get it figured out. But for right now, why don't we go back to our New Holland. This is field 25. This is rye. So what I've done is off camera, I basically... Oh, hang on one second. I just want to... Okay. Alright. What I've done off camera is I've picked up all of this straw swath so that we've caught up with him, which I wanted to do. So let's go ahead and get him back on schedule. This is our New Holland here. Pull in our Why isn't the pipe going out? That's weird. Pipe. Huh, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and pair him up with our New Holland. Oh, already, cool. So, there we go. And let's get our Kenworth fired up. So this is what we're using for our transport of the rye. So before that, let me just go ahead and put our third wheel down. And looks good. Okay. So we'll get him started, but he's not full yet, so he's going to sit tight for a little bit. And Massey Ferguson. Not sure how much of a lead time I'm going to have to give the New Holland. Let's see how fast. The New Holland is going 6.2 miles an hour. So let's see how fast. I suspect he's probably going to go faster than that. Yeah, he's going to go 14. Okay, so let's just let the New Holland get a little bit further ahead. But while we do that, let's go ahead and get these guys started up. So this is our JCB and our JD 8530. We're using both with the Brantner power pusher trailers. So these are what we're using to transport the straw. See that JCB is almost full, and there's our John Deere tractor that we're using to power the Fliegl Overloader. Okay, so let me just now I'm gonna just tell him to go now, and then the JD will take his spot. And let me just go ahead. This JD has a great startup sound. Okay, so we want to start. Okay, you can see the engine revs while that's going. And let's go back to the Massey. I think we can get him going now. So basically on the Massey, we just, we copy the course. Oh, okay. Let me reload that. Whoop, there we go. Okay, copy course, none. Well, that's not true. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now he's New Holland is okay, so he unload, so we're good there. Send him on his way. And I'm just gonna go ahead and oh, that's different. And I think we're going to go ahead and send the Kenworth. So he's going to go unload. And let's just, I'm going to call, okay. All right, so now we're back on 50, 51. We've finished harvesting this field here. These are two fields that I joined. So we're going to go move on to 45 now. So we're done with this course. So might as well go ahead and unfold. Massey needs to be unloaded. Let me go do that now, just so I can hopefully keep up. Oh, that's good. We're close. So, I put the overloader in between the two fields for the most part, 24 and 25. I try to put it halfway. That's so it would eventually shorten the time. Okay. There's our heap point. I guess I can get rid of that. I've since added a mod that allows you to dump stuff any way you want. Okay. There we go. Looks good. And where's our JCB? Oh, he's back. Yeah, he's cruising. Alright, cool. So we'll let the Massey finish unloading and we're off. So I'm recording this Christmas Eve, so I will put this out tomorrow, Christmas Day. Sure, most of you are going to be with family celebrating, which is great. Now, which way was I headed here? I think I was going this way. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so this is good. If we can keep this amount of distance. Seems like it's a little offset there. We went 0, I guess. That looks like it's okay. Okay. Alright, so back over here. Let's get these guys going. Okay, so we're going to 45. So let's go ahead and 45. Combine northwest south. No. Combine. Oh, that's weird. Looking for a northwest east course here. Don't have one. I know I've did I go south before? Not sure why I would have gone the short field side. Oh, anyway, we can create a new one here pretty easily. Okay. So looking for 45. Boom. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. So we're northwest. Going east. So recently, course play has been added to 17, which is awesome. So that's a big. Let me just save this. Field 45. Combine northwest east. Okay. I always get nervous on those little delays. New Holland has reached. Ooh, Massey's full already. Dang. Okay, so. Yeah, so course play's been out for 17 for a couple of weeks now, I guess, maybe a little longer. Seems to work pretty well. There are a couple of minor differences. However, it doesn't cut headlands yet. Not sure what's going on with that. Presumably they'll be adding that, I would imagine. That's a pretty important feature. Not so much on a map like this, because you've got so much space around the field edges. You can turn around no problem. But if you've seen my other series, Challenging Extended, we use a lot of headlands on that because there's very little area around the edge of the field. So some of those fields I'll use 2 or 3 headlands, just so the tractor or combine will have enough space to be able to turn around effectively. So, but I'm sure they'll get to that. But on a map like this, not to mention we're on 15 anyway, but on a map like this, you don't really need headlands, which makes it a little bit simpler, I would say, for sure. Okay, so we're gonna get right in there. We really want to get harvesting on 45. 44 is ready to pop, and we got to get to 13 and 7. So, ooh, corn 34, 35. That's getting ready too. So, yeah, we're just trying to keep up for right now. Spent some time this morning on Ian Robson's server. He did a live stream as he does every Saturday morning at 10:30 Eastern Time. Oh, this guy's going to sit right in my way, isn't he? Had a pretty good group. I think there was about 8 of us on there. Usual suspects. And usually streams for at least an hour, hour and a half, sometimes longer. So we had a good time. And then I was able to hop on here just for a little bit. Yeah, I thought I was going the wrong way, but yeah, we're good here. So I was able to hop on here and just kind of get caught up with this Massey. Okay, so let's go right to the case. Alright, so we got the case going. Now we need to get this going. Okay, so we want to get rid of that. And so now we want the overloader course. 445. Let's see. Auger, combine to transport. And we want to match him with the case. Yeah, it's the only case we have going, so that should be it. I like these New Holland, really nice. Okay, so now let's grab a Kenworth. Let's go ahead and get that third wheel down. This rye is pretty heavy, so it's good to put that down. Massey's, oh, so the Massey's blocked by the New Holland. That's okay. Let's get this set up first before we hop over there. Where's 45? Auger to Northeast Farm. So it looks like the New Holland's going to empty. So where is our start? It should be over here. There it is. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Alright, so he's good. Now let's just see. Yep, so he's emptying. Excellent. Okay. Now, Massey. Actually, it's not the Massey. It's the New Holland we need to deal with. Let's just, we'll call the New Holland, and that will get him out of the way. And let's see how we're doing over here. We're doing good. We're just waiting for, so these guys are transporting quicker than we can load it up. So that's fine. Okay, what was the... Oh, yeah, let me check the... So this is... I did this, I think in the last episode. Just added this. We're going to keep... So I bought these two fields right here, 42 and 43, and we're going to use this as our grass field. So basically, this grass field is what we will use for the animals. So we're transitioning our grass field here from what we were using before. We were cutting grass all around 31, 32, 33, that west edge of those fields, and then south of it, and then east of it. But we're not doing that anymore because now we're chaffing the corn in 34 and 35. So Massey, let's go head on over to him. Helps when we're close like this, so that's good. The reason I had two tractors going is because what was happening with just one, I would not be able to put the full load in the Fliegl Overloader. So I'd have to keep the Massey there waiting. And that wasn't good because then while he was sitting here waiting, obviously the field's getting harvested and we were just getting too caught behind. So this is good. Now we don't have to worry about that. We just empty and then we drive off. So after this, we're going to go check on the cornfield 34, 35 down southeast near the BGA. So that's what we're using. That chaff is what we're using for all our silage now. So we're not using any of the grass for silage anymore. We're going to be using that strictly just for the animals now. So that's good. We're increasing our efficiency. Boy, this is filthy. That's a bullet bill mod right there, that Massey Ferguson. Alright, so he's starting to get a little bit ahead of me here. Alright, so now where do we want to go? We want to go here. So let's, this is our JD harvester. So, let's just go check on our field. And there's our field side container that we're using for slurry from that tank there. So we're using that liquid slurry to fertilize this field now, so that's good. We're saving a lot of money there. And as you can see, this is kind of growing in patches. Let's see here. Yeah, I did a bunch of headlands. I don't know if I need to continue with that. The reason I did that is because it gets a little tight here. But I'm going to keep it for now, just in case. But that's looking good. And the Massey is full again. So we'll try and keep on top of this. So it's great to be back on Michigan. Got a bunch of comments from you guys. And yeah, I mean, this is a great map. It's awesome. I really love it. And like I said from the beginning, I'm not going to stop this series until I own every field. So that's the plan. Still having a blast on 17. You know, they're both great. 17, I'll say this about 17. It's stable. It is rock solid, at least for me. I know a couple of the guys on Ian's Discord channel, chatting with them. A couple of them have had issues with just kind of random crashes, game crashes, which is weird. And a couple of them had to do a reinstall of the game because they ran into some issues as well. But I think that was mod related. I think it had something to do with course play. I think it was Alex, I think, or Martin, I forget. One of those guys was having that issue. And I think it was Balios that was, he's still actually getting the game crashes, only in single player though. So, but for me, it's been rock solid. I think for the most part, it's been rock solid for everybody. So I will say that. And 15, you know, I had issues with 15 today. So I was kind of going through my mods and deleting some that I wasn't using. And when I started this map up, it wouldn't load. Presumably because some of the mods, there was one mod that I was using on this map. I don't know, I never had played around with it, but there was a small building on the back cave farm, and it was, it made fertilizer and seed, I think with slurry and manure and water, but I never got around to using it. I tried it, it didn't work. So I figured, you know what? I'm cleaning out the mods. I deleted it, and then I had to put it back in for this to work. So go figure. Yeah, he's gonna run. Why does he always stay right on the swath? That's alright. What I'll do is I'll get him started there, and then I will request. Okay, let's just check in on these guys. These guys look okay, right? Yep. He's filling up. Looks okay. Alright, cool. What else do I want to do? Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I want to see if I can... Yeah, I've got... this homogenizer is full. So I want to empty that. But before that, let me fill this up. And I'll empty. This is the raw milk. And I'm put in the milk max on the right, and that will homogenize it. This is a great way to boost your income. Basically, it doubles just by putting it through this homogenizer. It doubles the value of the milk. So I don't mind going through the extra step, make extra money. And there's the that's filled with homogenized milk. So what we're going to do is we're going to empty this, and then we're going to go over here, and we're going to fill up, because this is filled with 30,000 liters. So we're going to go ahead and fill up with homogenized milk. So you put the raw milk in the right side, and you can see there's 20,000 liters of raw milk. So it stopped homogenizing that because the homogenized side was filled. And speaking of filled, we're staying pretty good. He's slowly, I think, gaining ground on us, but we're also getting closer and closer to the Fliegl. So that will shorten our time. So it should even out. Alright, so we're just going to empty here. See if we can see the JCB in the distance. He's on his way back. It says he's transporting, but it's empty, so he's got to be on his way back. He must be going through the farm. Alright. So he's full. Oh, we've got to empty that steamed potato. Now we've got some homogenized milk. We don't have too far to go, so that's kind of good. So this is about, I believe, $100,000 right here. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, here comes the JD. So JCB, he must have snuck by us. JCB, yeah, he's refilling. He's 38%, 39%. So he's refilling. So that's where we're going, right over here. So we've got our 2 tanks here. There we go. So one of them can't take the whole amount of both tanks, so we'll put one in one tank and then the other in the other tank. And actually, let me go to the Massey. We want to try and keep these guys going. Yeah, New Holland's sitting right on our swath. I'm wondering, you know, I have another combine, and I'm thinking I should send it over to do 13 and 7. Because these 2 are going to be busy for a little bit, and obviously I don't want 13 and 7 to wither, although they're still in the first growth stage, it looks like. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm going to keep an eye on that. I don't think I'm going to do, I mean, we've got a lot of straw, I can tell you that much. Because each one of these loads is 50,000 liters. Oh, there goes our milk. I don't know if you guys heard that little cash register sound. But that was for the first one. And that's for the second one. Okay, he's done. There's the Deere, he's back. So this is a perfect little setup for this. Perfect, no waiting, no stopping, or one of those tractors waits, but as long as the Massey Ferguson keeps going, that's all we care about. So we're good. So we're just going to go right over here. And drive course. And I'm going to request driver so that he gets off that swath. And these guys are both empty, so we'll go ahead and hook up. One thing I do like about 17 is you can change the perspective when you're in cab a little bit, which I think is very helpful. And also the head tracking is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You can use track IR, and it's neat. I like it. I mean, it's not like a game changer. It's a, one of those nice to have features. I wouldn't say rush out and buy a track IR for it. I don't think it's that great, but I had a track IR anyway for my flight sim stuff. So it's just a nice little added feature that's pretty cool. Hopefully soon we'll get a new map on 17, and I'd love to do a series on 17 for sure. It's just going to be, what's going to come out that's going to be good. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know in the comments. There's our farm. We got a lot of equipment. You can see our frames dropping a little bit. Okay, so what we want now is our Fendt. Because we need to unload those steamed potatoes. But before we do that, might as well just unload these seeds here. Get under that. That was a little bit of a chore. Oh, there goes the JCB in the distance. And there goes the cash register for the second batch of homogenized milk. So we've got a pretty good stockpile of seeds now. We've got a pretty good stockpile of a lot of things. We got 3.2 million liters of canola, 3 million liters of potatoes, straw, 1.5 million liters. We're doing good there. Sorghum, 800,000. Sunflower, silage, 242,000 liters of seeds, which is awesome. That's going to save us a ton of money. Soybean, compost, steamed potatoes, oats. So we're yeah, I mean, if there was something out there that we needed, we could sell some stuff and boom, we got it. So yeah, we're why do I feel like the game just got louder? I'll probably have to adjust that in editing. So yeah, I mean, I feel like we've come a long way for sure. We've got plenty of stuff in the silos to sell. And we've got a large 34-35. That's a big field. That's corn. We're going to chaff that. That will give us 2.2 million liters of silage. Chaffing those two fields. So, yeah. So we're doing good. We're going to start buying fields. I need to start looking at which ones we buy next. I was thinking, we kind of have like this 3 o'clock quadrant. And we've got the 12 o'clock quadrant. I was thinking about maybe buying 22 and 23. And I don't know how much those are. And then going over to the 9 o'clock quadrant, 14, 15, buying those two and combining it. So that way we kind of have like 3 areas that we're working: 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. So hopefully we can try and keep the equipment, central to those areas, as opposed to just buying up fields all over the map. So I think that's going to be our strategy. I was, 49, 48, 47, 60, 46. It's almost like all of those could be combined into one field. So I don't know. I definitely feel like this guy's gaining ground on us, though. I need to try and keep the weighting down to an absolute minimum. Okay. I did consider having 2 of these going, picking up, but I think that would just be a little too... Alright, so how are these guys doing? Have they okay, so they did unload 1. Alright, well, that's good. The yields on this rye, they're not great. They're definitely not great. But it pays well per liter. What does it pay? It pays... Where's rye? Oh, there it is. Tell you right now. Even seeds, not bad. If we wanted to sell them, I don't, because we're going to use them. Alfalfa, clover. Where the hell is the rye? There it is, rye. 1,700. Sunflower, 1,700. Soybean. That's, that's, yeah. Someone do that math. Just call that 1.3 million liters. Average that. Call it 1.65. 1.65 times 1.2 million liters. How much is that? It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so all right. So these guys, they're doing good. I just wish that grass field would mature. But no biggie. All right, what else? What else was? Oh yeah. Back to the Fendt. All right, so what we want to do now is we want to just fill this up with wheat. So I guess, there is a cost to the seeds. It's not total savings because we are using the wheat to put into the seed master to make the seeds. So we're losing the sale price, or we're losing the income if we decided to sell this wheat. There's the JD dropping off. But still, it's we're saving a ton of money doing it this way. A ton. We were doing about $30,000 on this big. I think on 25, it cost us almost $30,000 in seed. So, Alright, so let's hop in. Oh, the Massey. So fast. Yeah, it looks like we're keeping it about 3 swaths. So I guess that's not too bad. And then I can always off camera. I can, you know, get caught up for the next episode. Okay. I'm still waiting for someone to develop my windshield wiper mod. Patiently waiting. I think I'm gonna wait a long time. Is the JD? Is he coming or going? He's coming. Okay. That's all right. Alright guys, I think we will make it an episode. So it's about an hour long, I think, right around there. So I think that's good for now. So thanks again. It's great to be making videos again. I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. Leave me a comment. Let me know if there's a map out there for 17 that you particularly like and think would make a good Let's Play series. Definitely will check it out because I really want to do a 17 series. It's just a matter of getting a map that we can really sink our teeth into. But yeah, I'm sure eventually we'll get there. But anyway, thanks again for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it may be, and a Happy New Year. I expect to do another video before New Year, but just in case. So, all right, guys, thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.